Hi, I'm Dylan, and today I'm going to be painting what I think my song You're Not Harry Styles looks like or feels like while answering some of your questions. And if you're lucky, one of you might win my masterpiece. It's good. This is so exciting. Oh God, I really hope I don't go too look at that. I mean, all of it's from life stuff. Like everything that I'm really bad at writing about things that I haven't experienced. So I basically make mountains out of molehills in everything that I do so that there's a good enough storyline in each song. Like some parts won't always be true, but you know, I like to make them sound like they are, if I'm being over dramatic. I mean, I look up to many people. I always find things in people that I meet, things that I want to be more. But mainly, like Taylor Swift, just Taylor is queen. Taylor rules the world, in my opinion. She should be president. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I haven't had a day yet where I can just sit and engulf myself in it, but I've listened to a few, and honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to recover from the 10-minute version of All Too Well. I don't think anyone's ever going to recover from that. I mean, I feel like I've lived that breakup now. And it pains me for her because I kind of see things that, everyone relates to different little lyrics, but I feel like I relate to a lot of it, and that's very painful. I think so. I mean, I've literally been given loads of different coloured paints and sat in front of a canvas, so right now I'm really happy. But, we're getting somewhere, slowly. I think I'm really loving my work right now, which is really important. Because obviously songwriting will always be my first love. Bed. Actually, such a lie. My favourite moment of every day is when I have that sort of moment in the morning where I put my phone down, no one can email me, no one can text me, and I have a coffee out in the sun. That is my happy place. I think it's always been a thing, really. I've never really been good at anything else, and it kind of stuck with me. It's just, how to explain this? It's something that I get a lot of therapy from, and it seemed like the right thing to do to share that with people. But yeah, there was never really any other option. I've always wanted to do this. Question is, am I invited to the wedding? Because I hope so. Carluccio's, man. Carluccio's is just something about the spinach and ricotta ravioli that gets to me. Again, process is, inspiration is always from things that have happened to me. And it could have been years ago, and I'm just, going back to that place because I like torturing myself. That sounds mean. And then the process can be, a lot of the time if I hear songs that I'm like, oh, I really like the concept of that song, it'll sort of take me to my guitar to make me write a new song. It will be something completely different, but there's never really something that it starts with. I'm quite bad at titles, so it never really starts with a title, but it's normally something that will just pop into my head. I write a lot on the tube. Is it not obvious? Harry Styles. Don't blame me, love made me crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right. Oh, save me, my drug is my baby. I'll be using for the rest of my life. Don't blame me. You know what? I'd quite like to go to like Tennessee and be a cowboy. Or maybe I'd like to go to Nashville and do some country line dancing. Basically quite like to live in the Footloose movie is what I'm getting at there. I'm really, really bad at shopping. I will be honest with you. Most of the time, my flatmate Frankie finds clothes and then I wear them. I just don't have enough patience for it. And also it frustrates me because, you know, you have to go and try things on and then they don't fit and then you have to take them off again and you're like, oh, it doesn't fit me. Yeah, I try and avoid shopping at all costs. I'll tell you when I find them. At the moment, I'm working a lot with a guy called King Ed, who is freaking brilliant at what he does. And I write a lot of the songs with him. And yeah, he's a production whiz. I do not understand the production world, so I'm very lucky to have someone like him to work with. Yes, I've got a crystal in my in one of my plants because it keeps dying and apparently that helps. I've also got a throat crystal that I keep in my pocket when I sing because I'm kind of hoping that's going to make a difference to my pitch. I played 2 nights at Heaven in London with Thomas Heeden, and the second one was, I think, my favourite show ever. So that naturally is my favourite venue because the stage is 2 tiers, which means I got to run around. It's such a vibe. Oh yeah, this is so dangerous. Don't try and be like anyone else because it will never work because there's already one of that person. I've made that mistake. And it just ruins your confidence. Just be very true to who you are and don't let anyone make you compromise that. My ex-boyfriend. What? No, I didn't say that. From something that happened to me not so long ago, and I was very frustrated, and I was in the studio and I was feeling angry and I was working with 2 of my favourite people ever, and I just went, right, let's write a particularly angry song today, and that's what we came up with. Oh well, Dylan's not my real name. Dylan was the name that my parents were going to give me if I was a boy. And I think the whole point is I hated my name growing up. And I think that's a big part in why I wanted to change it. So I did, because I can. Pesto pasta. 5'10.5", don't forget the half. Either. It kind of depends on the day. A lot. Oh God, buckets of tears. At the moment, it is Motel because they seem to have trousers that fit the length of my legs. Me and Flume, baby. This is really funny looking. Did you know that Axl Rose, the lead singer of Guns N' Roses, has a bigger vocal range than that of Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston? Which is kind of mad if you think about the whistle notes going on there. It's out now, baby! It came out on the 26th of November. But it is out now, and you should go and stream it because I can promise you your life will be 1% better after listening to it. Get it better. You think you could do better? and then I'm going to write in the happy bit that you can't. What basically is going on here is, this is my heart, and this is when the person that obviously didn't like me anymore said that they could do better than me. This is how I felt. You know, my heart broke. But then I realised in this happy bit here that they can't do better than me. Because, oh shit. Because that is what I've decided in my head, and that makes me feel better about life. So that's the storyline we're going to stick to, so that I don't get sad. Masterpiece! Now for the famous signature, let's just mix up lots of colours together and make a weird brown. Duh. Yeah. Yeah. This isn't going very well. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to win this masterpiece that I've just created, then head over to my YouTube community page and you will